What's up gamers, Sajiro with MMOBomb.com bringing you a first look video at Spirit Tales Online. We're going to get into the character creation and customization, talk about the different types of characters that you can play in the game and the different tribes that Spirit Tales has to offer. For the character creation, we have three different tribes. We have the Gold Kirin, which includes either a fighter class or a shaman class. We have the Main Dragon tribe, which includes an archer or warrior, and the Lunar Fox, which includes a sorcerer or assassin. Today we're going to play the Main Dragon tribe, and we're also going to be playing the warrior class. I want to tell you guys a little about Spirit Tales. Spirit Tales is published by Corm Games and developed by X Legend Entertainment. And if you're familiar with X Legend Entertainment or you've played some of their games before, you'll probably recognize Grand Fantasia or Eden Eternal. Now, Spirit Tales, what is it? Spirit Tales is the international English version of Glory Destiny Online. So if you've played Glory Destiny Online, this game should look familiar. It's just the English international version of their other game. We're going to go through the character customization. There's supposed to be 40 million different character customizations that you can get with this based on the different tribes and the classes. You can change hair color, your face color, the way that your character looks, the type of horns that you have, your tail. You know, there's endless possibilities on what you can. So in the video right here, I've chose the warrior, the Main Dragon tribe, and you see the character right in the middle, and then off to the right hand side you see this other character, and that's the spirit power transformation that your class will actually become once you reach around level 10 and finish that class quest. So give you a little insight on, you know, what your character is going to look like when you're, you know, all powered up and super buffed off to the right hand side. Let's get into the game here in just a second. We're going to make a little more customization, show you some of the little emotes that the characters can do. Some of them are a little cute, funny. Spirit Tales is an anime-based, free-to-play fantasy MMORPG. We're going to get right into the game here. So we're into the game world. I've got a clip rolling over here in the top right. This is the intro cinematic. Once you start the character, it's a few minutes long, so I didn't want to cut it out of the video, but I put it up in the top corner for everybody to see if you know, interested in it. We go over. I couldn't find a cash shop directly in the game right now. The game still is in closed beta, but there are vendors that have a couple different items that you can buy. But like I said, for the closed beta right now, I really didn't. There's not a button that I could find for the cash shop. And I know that you guys in other videos have expressed interest in, you know, what does the cash shop have to offer? Is the gameplay, you know, is the cash shop pay to win? Most of the items that I saw that you can purchase from the vendors that appear to be the cash shop type items, most of them are clearly cosmetic in nature. But let's go ahead and grab a couple quests, get out into the game, and, you know, kill some of the different monsters that they have available. I think up in the top video, that's the Spirit Fox. Now, this is typically a game that, you know, I didn't think that I would play, but I actually had a lot of fun playing it. It's, you know, it's kind of relaxing, a little calming music in the background. It's just something that you can just run around and, you know, pick up from time to time and play, you know, without a whole lot of, you know, there's not a lot of thought, you know, as far as the game goes, what you do. You have pretty much most of your attacks are with your left mouse button or your right mouse button, and you can see down in the bottom of in the center of the UI screen, there's two large buttons, and you can just drag the different special attack abilities. And I've opened up the talent window here. I think I just leveled up and got a talent point, so I'm going to pick another ability, because right now I just have the basic auto attack and then one other attack, so we're going to pick that. We're going to throw it onto the action bar and then put it into the attack button so we can actually use it. We'll put that on there. Now, right below the main attack, for like mouse button 1, mouse button 2, there's a big circle icon. That's for your spirit power. And your spirit power is that kind of it's a light purple, almost like a lavender bar underneath that builds up as you fight monsters. And unfortunately, at the very beginning, you don't have access to your spirit power. You get that at about level 10, and I played the game, you know, because I wanted to see what that looks like when you actually, you know, get to that point. So I do have a clip for that later on in the video, towards the end, when I actually get the spirit power and I'm able to transform into the main dragon, and you fight a little, you know, boss mob and finish up that quest, and it gives you your spirit powers. So, like any other MMO, there's a lot of questing to do, but the quests are definitely not hard. They're no difficult than any other MMO, you know, that anybody's ever played before. You know, go kill 10 of these, kill 5 of these, collect these things, come turn them in. But it's definitely an interesting game. You know, it's something that's definitely you could play for a while. It's the playstyle kind of reminded me of Fiesta, if you guys have played that before. You know, it's a game that I can pick up and I'll play, you know, when I don't have a whole lot going on and I just want to, you know, get online and play something to relax for a while. This is, you know, definitely something that would come to mind as far as playing Spirit Tales. Is you know, there's not a whole lot of intense fighting as far as I can tell at this point of the game, just between levels 1 and 10. So we're going to kill these magic mushrooms, pick up a couple more of their items that we have to turn in for this quest. Now, a couple things that I did like about the game in this first look I want to talk about. For the character creation, it didn't seem at this point that the characters are locked. So you can play either a male or a female character for all 3 of the tribes, and then for all of the different classes that fall underneath the tribes. Now, I can understand from a game aspect why there are certain classes that can only be under a certain tribe. It's part of the game, you know, design. You know, as far as if you want to be a shaman, you're going to be underneath the Gold Karen tribe. You can't be a shaman and be a main dragon at the same time. It's just something that they've chosen to lock on that, which should not be a big deal to most players. I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you want to be able to play, you know, do you want it completely unlocked and want to be able to play, you know, any archetype and any tribe? I mean, to me, it doesn't make that big of a difference as far as that goes, but I do like the fact that I'm not locked into only being able to play, you know, if I want to play the shaman, I'm stuck at playing a female character. Now, the warrior actually seems pretty fun to play. I like playing the warrior in other MMOs. I did get a chance to play the sorcerer and the shaman, and they're both pretty enjoyable. I think there's some video footage from last week's free-to-play cast in there of me playing the shaman and the sorcerer, and I think there's a little bit of the fighter in there. The fighter is pretty much using fist weapons. The shaman has like a staff and has you know, lightning bolts, wind attacks. The archer shoots arrows. You know, as you can see, the warrior right now you have a big two-handed mace. The sorcerer has a staff and has fire-based attacks, or like ice bolt. You know, different things like that. I didn't get a chance to play the assassin. The assassin has a katana, so it's another type of a sword, or potentially like a rogue class. I'm not quite sure though why they have you killing mushrooms and flower dragons is what these things appear to be at the very beginning, instead of just, you know, maybe boars or something like that. There are boars in the game later on though. I don't think that there's an MMO that exists that doesn't have you killing boars somewhere in the game. So I want to ask some of the viewers out there, what do you guys think about this? About X Legend Entertainment and Quorum Games releasing what is essentially 2 games out there that are pretty much the same. I guess it's a little bit easier if you want to, you know, release a game that you already have and make an English version of it. But you know, what would be the big difference between just having Glory Destiny Online and to make it available to international, you know, English players? versus coming out with an actual new game. Since this is in closed beta, I've never played Glory Destiny Online, so I can't really tell. If any of the viewers out there, leave a comment below. Have you guys played Glory Destiny Online? And from what you guys can see so far, this is a closed beta, which you can sign up on their webpage, or you can go to their Facebook page and get sign up for beta access. But does it look that different between Glory Destiny Online? I looked them up online, went to their webpage, looked at a couple of the different videos, and so far it didn't seem like it was a huge difference. But the quests are, all translated. They're all in English, so all the abilities are in English. So I'm sure that was, a major take on Quorum Games and Next Legend Entertainment to get that information translated over into English. There's no, for what I can tell at this point, Spirit tells there is no IP block. I couldn't find it, any information that they're going to block that. So, Spirit Tales Online be available, globally as far as I can tell. Now that could change, as time comes on. So I've got a little pet running around with me, a little mushroom. Helps you, fight or attack. You can choose a couple different options. You can have him merge with you, so you can pretty much take on. Pretty much he just gives you abilities that makes you a little bit more powerful, or he'll actually do some attacks. I just got him from a previous quest and killing some wood grubs to, get a couple more items from another quest. Let's see, a couple other things in the game. There is a crafting system that I can tell so far. I had a quest, and down in the bottom right hand corner there's like a notification, telling you that, hey, there's a new crafting ability. There's a hammer that I was actually at this point trying to work on making it. I didn't get all the materials for that. But as far as I can tell, there is a crafting system in the game. There are guilds, everything that you expect of an MMORPG. I'm going to kill a couple more of these grubs and try to find some more of this wood to turn in for this quest. The grind on the quest didn't seem too bad. I think there was only one quest so far that I actually I had to get one item from some creatures, and I think I maybe had to kill like 5 or 6 of them for it to drop. So it didn't seem like it's, an insane grind, from at least from what I can tell for the first look. I only played through the first 10 levels of, actually having to get into the game and do quests. As far as I can tell at this point, there wasn't anything like, oh, I had to kill 50 monsters to get this one drop to complete my quest. So that's a plus on my side. Questing, when a quest becomes a grind where you have to do it for half an hour, that's definitely doesn't make the game enjoyable. So killing more monsters. We got a couple spiders that we had to fight here. It was kind of funny. The spiders don't make like any type of noises. But they talk back to you, so they'll have like a little pop-up over their head, and they're like, it's like, I didn't know lunch was here, or, can I nibble on you? I thought that was a little corny. I know everybody, sees the flashing bar down there with the spirit power. They're just, waiting for it to come out. I was sitting there smashing the button trying to, use it. But unfortunately, you can't use it until after you finish the quest to get it. But it was definitely pretty cool, seeing the character transform when you actually do it. It actually is coming up here in a few minutes. And this is the little notification window that pops up when things happen in the game or whatnot. I think that one right there was telling you that you can recall and transport back to other little, bases or recall points that you found in the game. Just minimize that. Alright, another quest complete. Go turn this one in. So what do you guys think? You know, is this a game that you think you guys would want to play? You know, what market do you think? You know, the game doesn't seem to take a lot of system resources, so it definitely, I see this game as something that, you know, will work across most computers. You know, it doesn't, you know, require, you know, an intense amount of CPU resources. So you don't have to have a super gaming rig to play it. But I definitely think it's definitely for a lower age group bracket. You know, younger kids, you know, or whoever wants to play it. You know, somebody in their 20s or 30s could play the game. But you know, I think it's definitely targeted for a younger audience. So, you know, what do you guys think? Leave a comment below on what you guys think. Will you play the game? You know, will you download it, maybe try it out? Do you think it's something you'll play for a while, or do you think it's something that, you know, it's mostly like a younger kid's game? You know, I think it's probably something that's, you know, age range, you know, definitely like between like 8 and 11 or something like that. Let's see. PvP, you know, I didn't see anything as far as PvP wise. I didn't actually see a lot of people on the test server, but this is the starting zone. But it would be interesting to see what kind of PvP mechanics that they're going to have in the game. You know, there is options to group with people and do instances and whatnot. I didn't get a chance to get into any of the instances yet. I'll try to take a look at that later. But I didn't see any, you know, default, you know, oh, you're PvP flagged if you enter this zone, or, you know, you can PvP flag yourself to fight other players in the game. So that's kind of like a negative, probably one of the negative points I have to say about the game. I really didn't see anything as far as PvP wise, and I actually enjoy PvP. So this is around level 8 or 9. You actually, you know, earlier in the game, most of the mobs are, they have a yellow text over their head. They're pretty much neutral. They won't attack you at all. So you get into this kind of area, and pretty much everything is stepping up in level. They're red. They're aggressive immediately. We know with you get in their aggro range. So the game starts to step up to pose a little bit more challenge, but it's not really a huge challenge. Most of these mobs are fairly weak and have less HP. There's only a couple groups of mobs that I found that, you know, had substantial HP that actually took a while to kill. Most of these things are, you know, 1 or 2 attacks and they're dead. Definitely nothing that's gonna, you know, you can't run past and, you know, just destroy. So I think here's the quest where I'm actually going out and gathering materials to actually finish up my spirit power quest, so I can actually unleash the main dragon. Which would actually be nice, because when you're playing the game and you're staring at this bar that's flashing at you the whole time, and you know, you get to transform, and I think at a level 10 it lasts for about 15 to 20 seconds, so that's pretty good. You get some extra buffs and do more damage. But it's definitely one of those things in the game that sits there and that teases you over and over. You know, saying, oh, you can't do that yet. You're not, you haven't learned that ability. So, yeah, here's the quest. I'm actually looking for this altar. I have, one of the quests gives you a jewel to actually go out, use this to gain your spirit power, and here we go. We get our spirit power, transform to the main dragon. Character gets bigger, weapon gets bigger, and you get to fight this beast. And that's how you obtain your spirit powers and actually, you know, unlock that ability. So what do you guys think? Spirit Tales? Something you guys want to play? I enjoyed doing the first look review for you guys. If you want to find out more about Spirit Tales Online, check out our website, MMOBomb.com, to get more information. And make sure you rate, subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up on the video. I had a lot of fun playing the game. I hope you guys take a look at it. It's definitely worth your time. Let's see. We got to come up with a new sign-off from me. I haven't figured one out yet, and I don't want to steal Magic Man's again, so I'm not going to definitely tell you guys to see you on the servers. Nah. We'll come up with something new.